Hello and welcome back to the Love Your Skin month. I hope you've been enjoying our various therapists, Nikki's, mine, everybody else's videos on the YouTube channel. Today we're talking about serums. So a lot of questions get asked around serums, as in, do I need one? Will it be beneficial to me? How do you use it? X, Y, Z. So I'm going to give you a little rundown just in a quick video today. Serums are your target specific treatments for the skin. So if you have got a moisturiser that you're quite happy with and works very well for you, be it on its own or with an SPF in it, if you then came to me and said, I'm concerned with pigmentation problems, your moisturiser I cannot change, but you can add something to it. So you can layer up serums and moisturisers, as in the serums are the treatment. You can also mix them with your moisturisers and they will do the same thing and they will go a little bit further. But I would say if you're going to use serums, it's because you are trying to specifically treat something. So I've grabbed just a couple of things from the tester stand here, just to show you how varied serums can come. So for example, from the Age Smart range, we've got Overnight Repair Serum and we've got the Multivitamin Power Serum. So the Multivitamin Power Serum, this is designed for somebody who is just looking into working on anti-aging. It's that little bit finer in consistency than a moisturiser, and that goes for all serums. But the difference between certain serums is that some can be very liquidy, as in more water-based, and some can be more oil-based, like the Phyto Replenish oil, which has the word in it, oil anyway. But the Multivitamin Power Serum is in fact a cream serum. So when this is decanted from the tube, it actually comes out very, very fine, like a very, very thick cream. So this is designed for somebody who has got quite youthful skin already and they're trying to preserve what's in there. This is quite rich in vitamin C, that very trendy ingredient that we've all been talking about. And this has got, as I'm rubbing it into the skin here, it just reminds me how lovely it is. So this has a like a powder sensation once it's rubbed in. You don't get a kind of very, very hydrated, over oily sensation. So this is great for more youthful skins that have still got a lot of sebum and oil in the skin anyway. This is just going to introduce them to the Age Smart range if you're looking at treating anti-aging and trying to prevent further aging. So that's a booster for underneath your moisturiser. So that could be whatever you use, be that some of the treatment ones as well that we've got from the Age Smart range, or some of our grey line ones like Skin Smoothing Cream or Active Moist. But the best part about Dermalogica is you can be scientists, so you can mix ranges. You can use the Medibac clearing range with the Age Smart. You can use the Medibac with the Ultra Calming, depending on your skin type. So that is a thicker serum. I'm just going to go straight into the newest ones that's just come from Dermalogica. This is the Age Bright Clearing Serum. So this one, as you can see, comes with a little pipette, and you can see how runny this is. So these are literally like very kind of serumy, oily drops, but it's got a real watery consistency. So when this goes on the skin, you've got a tiny little ball, like a dewy sensation. But the difference with this one is it almost gets sucked into the skin immediately. The particles are so much finer, and that is actually a very good way of describing the difference between a moisturiser and a serum. Serum particles are much finer. They can penetrate the skin much deeper, and they can work on areas that are very difficult to get particles for hydration, such as around the lips and around the eyes. The eyes are, as I've said before, you've got 70% thinner skin around the eyes, so that cannot absorb the same amount of moisture as the rest of our skin on our body, so you have to treat it differently. This is where eye creams come in, and eye creams tend to be the same consistency as a serum, or they are called eye serums. So that's the difference in kind of texture with some serums. Also then just bringing in, again from the Medibac range, Breakout Control. That's another one that's kind of got a gel consistency to it. So this one's very good as a treatment underneath your moisturiser if you wanted to work on sebum control, or if you've got kind of areas that like to pop up when you're a bit stressed and you're getting those little kind of red bumps. Or if it's that time of the month and you think, I really want to work on trying to prevent the areas coming up that really give away how stressed you are and how hormonal you are. And it's always the beard area, I call it. Anywhere from kind of like in line with your ears and your nose there, downwards. It can cover all down the throat, all round the chin, all round the mouth. It's a big sign that somebody is stressed, and it's a big sign that there are lots of things going on inside the body that we are not in control of. But breakout control, that does help control things. So that's a really good one to put underneath your moisturiser. You've then got the other end of the spectrum where people suffer with not enough moisture, and they like the consistency of one of our moisturisers, but they want to boost it. And that's where things like the Phyto Replenish oil comes in. This one is obviously in an oil dropper. So this one is turned upside down, and you have to count out 5 drops. And that is top of the face, bottom of the face, a drop on the left, a drop on the right, and then one in the middle. And you blend everything in. That is to give you a fine, oily coating, and then you are to put on your moisturiser over the top. So you're double penetrating the skin. You're getting a double layer of intense moisturising. Some people like to mix it with their moisturiser, so they actually put the 5 drops in the palm of their hand and then put their moisturising cream on it inside it, and you give it a good rub, and that's another way you can do it. All depends on personal preference. Some people don't even put moisturiser over this because they find they get enough from it. But I would say that because of its fine consistency, it does need something, but it is personal preference. This is the beauty of skincare. You do what works for you. And then I did want to bring in, just from the Ultra Calming range, because they haven't got a massive amount of serums. They tend to have more essences, and their new hybrid toner and essence that's just come out is absolutely gorgeous. So this one, the Ultrasmoothing Eye Serum, it has got quite a watery consistency, and with this one, when it goes on the skin, it is like a water. You've just got a bit of a glisten, and this goes really nicely around the eyes. One thing that people who suffer with sensitive skin tend to suffer with is they don't know what to go for, and if they are concerned about things like aging, normally the Age Smart range is a little bit too powerful for sensitive skin. So this is where they've come up with your ultimate in kind of catering for everything. If you've got sensitivity, we still do the kind of plumping and anti-aging side of things. It just takes a little bit longer because they're not as potent. You've kind of got to go with that. So serums, they treat specific problems. They target specific areas. You can apply them on specific areas that are bothering you, such as breakouts or areas of pigmentation, or you can use them all over and layer them underneath moisturisers. Now you know, come and have a little play with our tester stand, ask for some samples, have a chat with the girls on skin consultations, and also maybe ask, when you're coming in for a facial, actually ask, so what serum are you going to be using on my skin? And that will give you an idea about what to look out for with different smells and textures and how they feel on the skin. It's all trial and error. Play around with what works for you. Some people like the more watery things, some people like the thicker things, but serums are fun, so get on board.